Sick.
Where's your Fugi? There it is. It's gonna be really. Yep, it's really big. Okay.
Dude, you want me to share my screen to you too?
Sure, if you want to. We can do something with that.
Hey, you don't have to put it on, but if you wanted to see just what I'm working on in general.
Yeah. Let's put that there, and then window capture. Let's do that, and then properties. Oh gosh. There we go. All right, we can toss that kind of up in the corner there. But yeah, welcome to Sketchalog, the show where I I interview the heroes, villains, creatures, and crew members that are that inhabit the internet. And with me is a very special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Arthur Dracolich. I'm a concept artist for games and other sort of miscellaneous projects, and I've done streaming for the past 2 years now.
So how familiar are you with like VTubing in the wider community? Is this kind of like a thing of like an anonymity thing, or are you like a big into like VTubing and the wider community?
I got into VTubing back in, I would say, 2022, like just at the start of 2022. I had known about VTubing beforehand, but I was just kind of like, oh, this is like a gimmick people are using, and then I saw that people are using it as like an actual medium to like do different types of streaming, and I was like, oh, that's actually really cool, and I want to try my hand at getting into it. And it took a while to kind of like do some research and figure out designs and stuff like that, so it took me a while to get started, and then in 2023 I started streaming.
Awesome. So how did you come up with this design?
Oh, I've been obsessed with King Arthur for a very long time.
Yeah.
So I definitely let that take a huge part in the inspiration behind I honestly want to say a role of the character I designed. And I've always been a fan of like really eccentric villains, so I definitely put that into it as well.
Yeah.
So this sort of like over the top, like, aha! I'm the villain of the week sort of persona.
Sure, like a Skeletor type deal.
Yeah, which funnily enough kind of clashes with my actual personality of just being really sweet and kind to everybody. So it's a really fun sort of dichotomy of like this really intimidating looking like big almost Dracula silhouette, and then just me going like, oh hey, how you going, eh? Because I'm Canadian.
Right. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Do you think you could give us a bit of the elevator pitch for your lore?
Oh, essentially, King Arthur found a cursed crown with like an eldritch entity in it, and it sort of like it got him, and then Merlin sent everything to the future to try and preserve what they could find from Camelot, and now I'm just kind of here.
Okay. And then, like, was it just like a very like sort of quick thing to kind of justify the King Arthur thing, or have you been like kind of working on this lore for a while now?
I think I worked on that lore for probably 2 to 3 months before my debut 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still technically work in progress because I'm still working on like expanding how it goes out. I'm doing like these like storybook videos, but they're taking a long time to come out. So
Yeah, I can tell. I've been working with a friend of mine on her like lore video, and like there's a lot that goes into it.
oh yeah, especially when you're doing like stylized ones, you got to make sure that stuff like lines up right so it doesn't look a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of lore, what do you think is kind of like an important thing to kind of take into consideration when you're like designing lore for yourself?
Ooh. Oh, that's a really hard question. I would say start small, especially if you're like starting off as like a VTuber or with like a new character, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to have everything written at once. As speaking as someone that does like Dungeons and Dragons stuff, you kind of just want like footnotes. You don't want to have everything down to the nines right away. You want room to be able to expand and rewrite and stuff as you go forward.
Yep.
Because I feel like with the interactive medium of streaming, stuff is going to change, and you're going to be like, oh man, why'd I write that? Or, oh man, why'd I put myself into this corner with this lore point?
Sure.
Right? So you got to be really careful with that sort of thing.
Interesting. And that kind of answers my next question in a way. What do you prefer lore to be? I guess for in the specific case of VTubers, to be more like detailed or a bit more simple.
Oh, I like simple lore for a lot of things because at the end of the day, you know, it is just like a streaming thing and it's kind of just like for fun. Mm-hmm. So having like simple is a lot easier for newer audiences to kind of jump in and be like, oh yeah, okay. And then you can get more complicated as things go on.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that has like a huge benefit. A lot of people to go heavy ham-fisted on the lore right away, and it can also really help those people that are obsessed and frothing at the mouth for like storytelling and world building and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is more of a demographic, I think, if you're doing like D&D stuff.
True. Let's see here. How do you feel about like the idea of kind of like VTubers being like in character in a way, like kind of tying their streaming personalities to their lore?
I honestly love it. I think that's really, really fun. Mm-hmm. I know that it like leans into like the like cringier like theater kid thing, but that's kind of like that's awesome. I love it. I mean, I also was the theater kid, but I think it also takes a lot of energy to be able to do that consistently, like a lot.
Yeah.
So kudos to the people that can actually manage to pull that off. For sure.
Yeah. Speaking of other like VTuber designs and stuff like that, what is something that kind of catches your eye in a design, like something that makes you kind of stop scrolling and go back and take a closer look?
Oh, like asymmetry is really good in character design in general because it allows for a sort of like eye-catching potential. So, for example, who's a good example of this actually? I'm trying to think of here. I have to go through my... Oh, I just completely screwed up my studio. 1 second. Oh my god. There we go.
The first person that comes to mind is like Narissa Ravencroft from Hololive.
Oh yeah. That's true. I guess going to like one of the corporate ones would be good for that. Yeah. So like a lot of the Hololive girls have a lot of like asymmetry. Like I think Crony has that giant like off-tilter halo crown thing as well, which is really eye-catching. And if you put it against a silhouette, right, like when you're doing character design, you want to make sure that the silhouette is almost always recognizable, like just off of glance.
Exactly.
So having something like that definitely helps stand out a lot more.
That kind of brings me to another question here. You said you were you do like concept art and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is there? I guess you might have a more, maybe not a more unique perspective, but a unique perspective on it in that you like it's kind of like when a film student is like watching movies after going to school, where they kind of notice the things that people do. Is there anything like that you've kind of noticed with that, where it's like, oh shit, they're doing like they do this, or they're using these principles for stuff?
One of the things I immediately noticed when getting into VTubers was, oh wow, there's a lot of greebling in this community.
Yep.
So for those of you who don't know, greebling is when you kind of just add stuff to a design for the sake of adding stuff to a design, or just to like fill space.
Yeah, it's like
and
the
a lot of models have done that in recent years. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's to taste preference, but it definitely hones in on the whole gacha character design philosophy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of gacha characters, especially in like Genshin Impact, they'll just add details to stuff to fill space, and it just becomes a convoluted mess of like, oh my god, why are you doing this?
Yeah,
like, it's complex for the sake of being complex,
yeah.
not really adding any substance.
Like, I've spoken to a few people who are also into like cosplaying and stuff like that, and they say they fucking hate Genshin Impact characters, and they would never want to do one for cosplay, because it's just like there's so much shit going on with them that it's like,
for sure.
Yeah.
It's not just like the female characters either. I've seen what the male characters are dressed as, and I'm just like, oh my god.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you doing?
Yeah, for real. So, if you just woke up back to the day you decided to become a VTuber, or even like a streamer in general, and everything after that had all just been a big dream, would you want to do anything differently?
Oh, I would start much sooner in my life if I could, honestly. I think one of my biggest hangups is I waited so long to like just start, because everything had to be perfect, Like,
yeah.
If you want to stream, just stream. Make the stuff after. Like, I know people have been really going home on that rhetoric of like, oh, make it and then make it better later. But like, they're saying it because it's true, and they don't want you to miss out on life in doing stuff that you might enjoy. Right? Like, it's not like old fuddy-duddies are making funny sayings again. It's like, no, start doing the thing you want to do. Like, enjoy life.
Yeah, exactly. Because like, who would be stupid enough to fucking pay like $600-700 for a VTuber model before they even have like 100 followers on Twitch, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, if it's something you think you've tried before, right? But like, again, like you said, before even 100 followers, and I think that is definitely like you need to make sure that you have like some semblance of an idea of like, this is going to work to a degree, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, only a fucking moron would jump into this like that quickly, right?
Call me out on spending so much money.
No, I'm talking about me.
Oh, I see.
I until the beginning of this year, I was at 26 followers for like over a year. And I was still just like, I might as well just like drop the money on this. I have disposable income. I didn't, but
yeah, not to the same degree. You probably wouldn't need to like validate spending a lot, right?
Exactly. But I am very happy with how this model came out. So I am not.
Yeah, I love your design, dude.
Yeah, thank you.
I was like, oh fuck yeah, that's a cool character design.
Okay. What is it that you like most about streaming?
Oh, the community, for sure. Oh my god. People make so many inside jokes in, like, each community that, like, me and my friends have, like, put up together. Whenever we go on each other's streams, it's like, oh, there's Arthur. He's the funny Canadian guy that is stupid as fuck. So stuff like that. Or alternatively, like, oh gosh. I made a video about this, too. One of the first days of me ever streaming, and this is carried through to torment me forever. Literally, like, I think my second stream ever as Arthur. I made a snack for myself, and, I'm on the go. I'm on stream. I'm just gonna try and eat something. I took a tortilla, I just covered it in peanut butter, rolled it up, and just started chewing on it.
You're right, the classic.
And I got so much shit for that. So much of my audience at the time was filled with like Latino people.
Oh,
So,
okay.
it was just fire to the flames of getting roasted for like a solid month for that. And like someone made a video for it. So
I don't know what's so ridiculous about that. I do that all the time.
I just go. It's
I mean,
like a struggle meal, apparently.
Absolutely, it definitely is. I agree with him on that. It is a struggle meal, but
I wanted to get back to streaming. I just wanted to get back to doing
the
stuff.
the struggle is that you need to go back to streaming. Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, so stuff like that, like just a lot of incompetence on my end, but people love it, so.
Yeah. I feel like I have. I was speaking to, I think it was Yuffie about this last night, where I haven't really developed like a community for myself on here, but I'm kind of fine with that because I enjoy having on like a bunch of different people's like audiences and stuff.
Yeah.
And like some of them like stick around and like come around for like other streams and whatnot, but yeah, no, I definitely just like don't mind having people just come in for the interview and then like whatever. It does mean I don't have any running jokes for the show, but yeah, I'm not stressed about it. Is there anything that you wish you could do more of? Like anything that perhaps like for one reason or another is like you can't really do, but you'd want to?
Oh, can't really do. I mean, I'd like to try my hand at like singing. That seems like a really fun thing a lot of YouTubers do. So, you know, it'd be really cool to like sort of branch off into doing that as well.
Yeah, you should.
Something I do that I want to do more of is like I do like art teaching streams lately.
Okay.
I've been doing like tutoring people.
That's fun.
So I'd love to like pick up some more students and stuff for that.
Yeah. You should hit up Electrix about singing though. She's like, she's pretty good about that, and also I think she either did teach music or still does. I don't remember, but
cool.
Yeah, she's really cool. Yeah. What's your least favorite part about streaming?
Oh, making thumbnails.
Yeah.
That's really annoying. No, but in all seriousness, I think Twitch as a platform is getting really annoying to deal with.
Yeah.
I used to stream only on YouTube, and then I made the transition probably in around February of last year. And I've grown more on Twitch than I did on YouTube, which is nice.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, it seems like Twitch is doing everything in their power to make this platform extremely hostile towards streamers.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's up with that. With like the whole like slamming down on lurkers for literally no reason. I haven't seen it affect me yet. A majority of my people do lurk, and that's fine. And I'm still studying like a normal like 12 to 13 average viewer, which is fine. But it is still just like why are you making these changes? Who is asking for this?
Yeah. Very bizarre. If there was anything that you could like pay somebody to do for you, so you wouldn't have to do it. Yep, that's like common answer number one right there. Editing and also like social media, but yeah, editing for sure.
I actually don't mind social media that much. I just kind of throw my stuff out into the wind, and if it doesn't take, it doesn't take.
I guess that's a good way of looking at it. But yeah, you just like video editing in general. Is it like just like a time sink thing, or is it you don't like doing it?
As someone that does all my art assets by myself, it makes it extremely hard to do the art stuff as well as also editing the videos. So
right.
It's like I have to pay someone to do one or the other. And since I know how to draw, you know, I'd rather do that one than pay someone when I barely know how to edit properly.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. What's next? Do you have any? I know you're an art. You do like art and stuff like that. But do you have any like video games that are kind of at the top of your like streaming bucket list? Anything you'd want to get a stream or two of?
There's a couple games I actually need to finish. I started and then never touched again, like Hollow Knight and Doom. I started those and then never finished them. So that was something I should probably get around to doing. But I'm really excited for the new Pokemon game. So
Yeah,
that's something I really want to do too.
should be fun. Should be fun. Do you have any games that are like blacklisted from your channel, either because you feel like you couldn't make like good content with them, or you just don't want to play them?
Genshin Impact, I think, is definitely blacklisted, or any sort of like gacha game like that. I'm very against gacha as a system.
Yeah.
I used to work at I guess Americans call them CVS's, but it's like a pharmacy ex grocery store.
Yeah.
So when I was there, they do lottery there, and I watched people come in, only do lottery, sink like $500 and win $5. And it broke my heart because I legally cannot tell them to stop.
Yeah.
So seeing things like gacha where that just like encourage people to sink money, it hurts. And it really does like emotionally detriment me. So I can't, in good faith, talk and like be happy about all these like cool characters and stuff when I know the baseline of them is just give us money. You know?
Exactly.
Also, for a lot of them, I just hate their character design. So, and one of my other rules on stream is like try not to just play a game and shit on it the whole time, because people want to see you be happy with a game they probably love.
Yeah.
So.
What's next? Do you have an Oshi? And if so, who are they?
I have two, actually.
Yeah.
My top two main goats, Gail Gallion from First Stage Productions. Really, really funny dude. Somehow always makes the most calm situation into just a pure chaos. Like, what is happening to me? Woe is me type beat. So very, very entertaining to watch. And then also Gavis Bettel, who is the exemplary person of I can do this thing perfectly, and then they just fall flat on their face within like 0.2 seconds.
Okay.
So just sort of like setting up themselves to fall, which is I think is a really funny trope that I really like.
Yeah.
So they're very entertaining to watch.
Interesting. And then going off that, do you have anyone that you'd want to like the dream collab partner, like the person that just like someday you'd want to have them on stream?
That is a tough one. There's a lot. I think realistically, there's a YouTuber I followed for a while that does art streaming as well. His name's Skullvolver. He does really, really amazing art with like a really graphic, like almost comic book art style. And it'd be really cool to just like draw together and like pick each other's brains about art stuff.
Interesting. And then unrealistically?
Oh, unrealistically, oof. I mean, I'd love to stream with Gale. I think Gale would be very funny, and our personalities would mesh very well.
Nice. And then going off of that, do you have a dream collab as like a viewer, like between two other creators that you'd want to see?
Ooh, that is a hard one. Because a lot of the people I watch already do collab with each other as is. Like I think Gale and Gavis have been on stream together quite a bit. So I don't know about that one. Finding time to watch other streams would also be good too. So, let me think. Yeah, I think most of the people I watch just already collaborate with each other for the most part.
Okay, that's fair. Who would you put on like the Mount Rushmore of VTubing? Like the 4 VTubers that you think are kind of like not the pinnacle, but like the flag bearers? No, that's not it. Like the 4 that are like when you think of VTubing, like, these are the 4.
That's a really good question, actually. I would say, well, I mean, Iron Mouse, right? Like that's one of the most popular VTubers of all time. Like she's a kind of the goat, no?
Yeah, for sure.
So definitely Iron Mouse. Isn't the OG like Keys no Eye? So I
Mm-hmm.
feel like that needs to go to her as well. What's probably one of the Hololive girls from GP, no? What's her name? Mori Calliope. We're getting a lot of pink people, I'm realizing. That's 3 pink ones. In terms of male VTubers too, because I feel like I wanna diversify here a little bit. The vampire boy from Niji Sanji JP, and then maybe Doki Bird for like a modern stuff.
Yeah, okay. It's a good list. Several recurring members on there. So for someone out there who might be feeling like discouraged, kind of only getting like maybe like 2 to 3 like CCV on a stream at a time, what do you think they could do to either grow past that or just be content with it?
Realistically, you're gonna have to grow content with it for a little bit at least, you know, because growth is very, very slow on Twitch. You know, unless someone raids into you, you're not getting a lot of eyes on you.
Right.
So you're gonna have to just bear with it and grin it for a bit. But it does get better, I can tell you from experience. It just takes a while, and the best way I can think of to like grow your stuff is to post on a different platform, which I know is scary, but it's very much worth it. I started posting shorts consistently around spring last year, and I got, I think, 200 subs on YouTube from it, almost.
Wow.
So, and a lot of them have carried over to Twitch. So I would say do that. Make sure the clips you're posting exemplify you as a person, and not just, oh, this game clip was funny, too.
Right.
Like, you want to make sure that you're advertising yourself and not a video game, right?
Exactly. What's the next? So, kind of beyond the more obvious issues, like dramatic, almost catty behind-the-scenes behavior, or like corporate meddling and stuff like that. What do you think the VTuber community as a whole can kind of improve upon?
Respecting artists would be nice. I see a lot of people have jumped onto the AI trend, and that's a little disheartening, you know?
Yeah.
So, using a lot of, like, AI to make banners or profile pictures and stuff, it's like, come on, guys, we were literally the backbone of the industry. You gotta chill out a little bit here.
Yeah.
So, you know, that, definitely. I think in terms of, like, other things to improve upon, I feel like a lot of it's very clicky, and I know you said not to get like into the pettiness stuff, but I think it's not like a pettiness thing. It's more so just people get really content in the friend groups, you know? And
yeah.
they don't want to like branch out and meet new people. So it's not like a pettiness thing. It's more just like a safety bubble thing. You
right.
know, I feel like if we all more so branch out to meet new people, we're gonna be a lot happier in the long run. I mean, people are social creatures, right? Like, you should more lean into that.
Yeah. What is your experience with conventions? And what's your favorite part about them, if any?
I've only ever gone to a convention as, like, a guest, so I've never had the chance to be on the other side of things. They're really cool. People have been better about putting deodorant on, which is nice. And venues have been a lot better about being like, hey, if you're not clean, you're not allowed in here. Which is also very nice.
Yeah.
So, overall, I think they're pretty good. The only ones I've been to have been local. So, Canadian. So I don't know how that really pans out to a lot of American experiences for that. But over here, it's pretty good. We've had like one issue of overcrowding in a recent one, but I think it's being dealt with. So yeah, I mean, conventions are great. I would love to be featured at a convention. I think that'd be awesome. But that's a much further down the line thing. I don't think anytime soon.
Sure, but speaking of that, if when that time does come, what would you want to do for if you were like to be featured as a guest at a convention?
Oh, I'd love to do a draw along. Just like, have like pieces of paper out for people to like just doodle on while I'm working and stuff. That'd be really cute.
Yeah.
Just like having people like show up and be like, I drew an elephant, and I just go, that's awesome, dude.
Hell
That's
yeah.
So cool. Of course, the danger is that is people being like, I drew a penis. It's like, okay, man.
Yeah, I guess you have to.
It's good for you, dude.
Play those odds, right?
Yeah. I would like to think my audience wouldn't do that, but there's some individuals I think that I could call out immediately that would do that. So.
Right. Yeah, I had an idea of running a panel of like teaching how to like paint Warhammer minis, but that was like
Oh, cool.
2-3 years ago, I think, and I realized that I would have to like buy and assemble all of the minis ahead of time in order to do that, and I didn't want to do that.
I think the best way you could do that is if you just got like a team to do it.
Yeah. Or make them do it, but
or make them do it. But that could also cut into your panel time. So
exactly. Because like the convention I was gonna do it at MagFest, they typically allow only for like an hour at a time for panels.
Oh yeah, no, there's no way you could get that in time, unfortunately. I think.
Yeah, with painting as well, yeah, no.
Mm-hmm. It could be just like a build your own and then take it home thing, but that's also, you know, it's a big money. Warhammer's expensive, man.
It is.
It's shown me how big like the price tag can go for the model kits. Granted, it isn't the Canadian dollar, but still.
It's not better here. Yeah. Let me see here. Okay. This next question is a bit more, I guess, generic to interviews in general. But where would you like to see yourself in like a year or like 5 years time?
Probably doing a lot more collabs with people. I love collabing with people. I think those are my most fun streams to do.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially with like teaching art and stuff. I'd love to be like running like a VTuber art lesson like course. That'd be really fun.
Yeah. And then like anything like long term, like 5 years time, you'd want to accomplish, or just like same thing there.
Like a relatively large community, you know. Like I think that's like most creators' goals is to have like a community where people can feel safe and actually interacting with each other. Right?
Yeah. What is next? Do you have any outlandish or even like selfish goals for your streaming career? Anything that's kind of like, you really shouldn't like say this like when you're kind of thinking about like the future, but it's like you're still like thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I want to hit like some pretty big milestones, right? Like 10K and all that stuff. I think that's like everyone's sort of a dirty little secret is they're like, oh, well, no, I don't care about the numbers, but like, yeah, you do. Like,
yeah.
To a degree, you do on the inside. I can be like, oh, but the numbers don't matter that much, but inside I'm just like, but they kind of do. No.
Yeah, exactly. Any like kind of like brand deals you'd want to get? Any kind of like
oh my god,
big projects you'd want to do?
Yeah, I would love to get sponsored by like a tablet company because mine's currently dying. So I would love to have someone swoop in and save me, so I don't have to drop another like 1K on a tablet. Would be nice.
I like that answer because it's like it's not even I want to like work with a tablet. It's like I just want their product.
I don't care who it is.
I respect that.
As long as it works, that's good for me.
Yeah. And then, what would you say is like your hottest VTuber take?
Ooh, male VTubers don't get enough attention.
Yeah, I definitely.
I don't know how hot that is anymore, but I will still see people refute that and be like, well, it's just because your personality isn't that good. Brother, I don't think that's the issue. It's like, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I'm not cutesy uwu. I don't got the jigglies.
Yeah, no. we don't have those big naturals. We can't just abuse that.
I just cover them up.
As you should, as we all should, quite frankly. I just get like super like puritanical on stream.
Just randomly purist.
Yeah.
I've seen your Twitter. That doesn't track.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. So next up is kind of the content lightning round. This is I'll give you a pop your kind of VTuber content, and I want your sort of gut feeling about them, either from the perspective of making the content or just like consuming the content.
Okay.
All right. First up is reaction videos.
I personally don't like doing reaction videos because they feel lazy, they feel uninteresting for me to make, and I genuinely just know they'll do well, and that pisses me off.
Mm-hmm. You sort of spoke about this a little bit, but like song covers and also original music.
I think it's really cool, having it's almost like Gorillaz, the band, right? Like you have like this like 2D character that you're using as like a band sort of like personification.
Yeah.
So I'm all about that.
Mm-hmm. The various like marathons, your donathons, subathons, that sort of thing.
I just did one of those actually.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I actually really enjoyed it. It led to the community unlocking a lot of rewards that wouldn't have happened otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're pretty good, and it helps retain attention for your channel as well. Help you hit like maybe some incentive bonuses for money, so you can pay off stuff, or even afford to things. I know there's a lot of people that are VTubers and they're like struggling financially too.
Yeah.
So people use subathons as ways to pay for things like car payments or medical things, and I think like in that sense they are a necessary sort of thing for streamers to do. So I have no shame to that.
Yeah. Next is kind of the gaming side of things. We start off with like competitive games, like anything with like a ranked mode, like your League of Legends and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I'm very familiar with League of Legends. I was a team captain in college.
Oh. But yeah, what's your thoughts on that?
Very fun. I've run a few arena tournaments in League, actually.
Interesting. Speedrunning content.
Very cool to watch. Not for me to do personally, but I do find, like, the random ways to break a game are very funny, and I love when devs lean more into it. Where, like, they put personal, like, not, like, achievements, but, like, little, like, Easter eggs for people that are doing it in the game physically. Because I know, like, if people are going for, like, 100%, they don't want to be speedrunning, obviously.
Yeah. And then, like, party games, like what some people might call friend slop, like your repos and your peaks and stuff like that.
Oh, I love Peak. I think Peak is the best party / like you said, friend slop game to come out ever. Like,
yeah.
I love Lethal Company, but Peak is just so much more whimsical.
Exactly, yeah.
You know?
I originally had this just labeled as friend slot because that was like the name that was like going around at the time, but a guest of mine, Joe Cat, lovely guy, he was like, yeah, those are just, we just used to call those party games back, like way back when.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, hold on, that's true. That's
My favorite friend slop game, Mario Party.
Yeah.
I don't know why that. I think that people like that name took off ironically though, no? Because it was just like people online complaining about not having friends to play the games with.
I think it started out being like actually like just bitter about that, but I think it kind of took off like ironically, yeah, definitely. Did you hear the devs, I think Aggro Crab, they're making a new game soon that's
I did. I'm so
the
excited.
forklift game. Oh yeah, that's gonna be fucking nutty. And then stuff like playing like full plays of a game, like just going through the entirety of a game in one, not in like one stream, but just
like
like
a series.
Yeah, exactly.
Like classic YouTube, like back in 2012 type beat.
Yeah.
Like back in the days of PewDiePie and like all that stuff. Yeah, I mean like those are kind of what I've been doing lately too. Honestly, I've been doing full playthroughs. I did Sun and Moon, like Pokemon, with a friend of mine for a Nuzlocke. And then I just started playing Resident Evil for Halloween.
Sounds like fun.
That'll be fun. Me, who notoriously does not like horror games that much.
Yeah, no. I mean, like, I was gonna say Resident Evil isn't really horror, but I guess which one were you playing?
2.
Yeah,
Which
okay.
is horror.
That is. I was gonna, because like 4 definitely is not a horror game.
I'm excited to get to 4. 2 has broken my brain. It's. Oh god. When the zombie dogs popped out, I had to stop the game for a second and just like take a breather.
Yeah, yeah. I know that I've played the like VR version of Resident Evil 4, and like it's shockingly like well done. I was surprised by that because
VR?
yeah.
Why would people do that?
I mean, like I said before, like Resident Evil 4 is more of an action game because Leon just doesn't. He's like a completely different person in that game, which I think is very funny. But
okay.
yeah, it's basically an action game, and so like, yeah, it's an actually pretty fun experience, I'd say. Because like they put way more effort than they needed to with that. Like the all of like the guns have like their own unique like ways of like loading and reloading them.
That is fun.
There's like there's like a lot of like attention to detail while also still keeping like the exact same map that they had for like everything. They didn't like change anything about like the actual game. It's just that it's in VR now with like pretty competent VR mechanics.
That's actually very impressive. Yeah, Capcom does actually, when they want to optimize a game, it does work.
Yeah.
Looking at you, Monster Hunter Wilds.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the those are all of the typical streamer questions. Fuck, I do have a list of artist questions that I also ask people.
You okay? Do you need water?
I'm fine. I have water. I have been drinking it, but I...
Yeah, no sweat. I was just worried about you. I was like, oh my god.
I'll be fine. But yeah, so I guess starting off, what would you say is like the biggest inspiration for your art?
I mean, I really was into comic books and video games as a kid, so definitely like it has like a sort of cartoonish twist on like realism. Like if you see the stuff I've drawn, it's not like hyper realism, but it's like stylized to a degree. Like it's much more cartoonish. I also grew up playing League of Legends and eventually was taught by a lot of the concept artists that worked at Riot Games. So that also has put a lot of inspiration into it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Do you, I guess, first, do you ever get those comments of like, oh, your art style reminds me of such and such? And then, if so, who is like what's like the biggest, or I guess the usual suspect for people saying that?
I actually got compared to drawing like Pokemon art a lot as a kid, like in high school. People would come up to me and like that's around the time that like Sun and Moon came out, and people would be like, these designs look like you drew them. And I'm like, yippee. That's so awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, how do you feel about getting those kinds of comparison?
I love that.
Things?
If someone's comparing me to like a really good piece of art and like it's something I actually genuinely enjoy, I get so giddy about that. It's different if someone's like, "Oh, your character looks like this." That's different. That's like, oh, because it feels like they're accusing me of copying.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
For those of you who aren't artists, don't say that to an artist. Don't be like, "Oh, your character looks like this." Just be like, "Your art style reminds me of this."
Yeah. When's the So, Do you accept commissions at all?
Yes, but it is currently on a backlog right now. I got a lot of stuff I need to get done.
Yeah, I feel that.
I actually recently got a background commission, so I have to draw not a character, so that's going to be very fun.
Oh my god, jeez.
So,
so for someone who might commission you in the future, what is kind of your best practices for getting a commission from you?
Be patient. I take my time on stuff, especially if I want it to like really look good.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not gonna like rush something out if I'm doing it for money, because I feel like that's really scummy.
Yeah.
And if I feel like, oh yeah, I'll get you like a sketch within like a week, and then you check in with me the next day, and you're like, why hasn't the sketch done yet? I'm gonna be like, I'm not accepting a commission from you in the future. You know?
Right. And then like, is there certain things that people could do for like giving you information and stuff like that you'd prefer them to do, or is like?
Please give reference images. Oh my god. There's been too many people that give me just like a description of what they want. I'm like, okay, that's awesome. I need you to physically show me what you want in terms of like design language and stuff like that, because otherwise I'm doing way more work than I need to be, and I will charge you for that, because that's just gonna be a headache.
Yeah. What would you say is your hottest art take?
Tracing isn't cheating. Using tracing to learn is beyond acceptable. In fact, I encourage it. There's so many people that I've seen that start out and they go, "Oh, well, I don't want to trace because I'm worried that it'll like it's bad. I'll get canceled for it." I'm like, unless you are actively tracing like someone's professional artwork and being like, "I did this. This is mine," it doesn't fucking matter. Like, trace, do what you need to, learn, study. Like, the only thing that like these like online art takes have done is like stunt people from actually like learning.
Yeah, definitely.
So it feels very like frustrating when you're like the whole thing of my channel is like I'm fucking Art Gusteau from Ratatouille. I'm like, anyone can draw.
Yeah, exactly.
And then when I see these like people come into like art Twitter and they'll be like, actually that's cheating. It's like, I'm going to kill you with a brick. like stop talking.
Yeah. I think that's all of the structured questions I have for you. So as per usual at this time in the show, I like to give my guest the proverbial interviewer mic and allow you to ask me any questions you might have.
Oh, okay. One thing I definitely wanted to ask you was what made you start wanting to draw?
So it was kind of like the one thing I was still good at doing after my gifted kid burnout phase. Oof. And I was like, well, I'm not so good at math or like science anymore. I might as well just like do this. For kind of more like, I guess that's kind of, that I was gonna say like for more professional like stuff. I have different reasons, but not really. At this point, I've done it so much that it's like the only thing I enjoy doing now, and so yeah, it's kind of like I wouldn't be sure what else to do with myself if I wasn't drawing.
Yeah, I find art very like therapeutic to a degree, right?
Yeah.
Like it's really calming for me. Like especially, I know this is going to sound insane. I love doing line art so much. It's so chill and like relaxing for me. Like it's like you sort of get into like a rhythm of doing it, and you're just like mesmerized.
I can kind of see that.
It stresses me the fuck out.
I don't care for line art just because I don't know if you saw this, but my sketching style is very much like make as many lines as possible and then kind of let my mind fill out the blanks. So then when I get to line art, I'm like, oh, this isn't how I want it to look.
Well, that's like, to a degree, sketching is like sculpting, right? Like,
yeah.
Your whole thing is like putting the material down and then trying to see where your brain wants to take it from there. So I think you're entirely right on that front then, you know?
Yeah. Thank you.
I mean, there's not really any wrong way to draw.
Yeah, no.
So. For the color palette, do you want me to do it based more off of your actual model, or do you want me to use like some of the fan art color scheme for that? Just noticing there's 3 different colors on my screen right now for your
Yeah. When my artist made the model for me, she kind of went a bit more pastel with the colors of it, which I do appreciate. But if ever I'm drawing myself, then I always go with the ones that are in the reference sheet I have. If you have that, I can send the actual reference sheet. Yeah.
I tried to do this. I tried to take the initiative and just grab them myself, but I must have missed one.
I thought I made a post. I guess I didn't. Where are you? There you are.
Where are you, dear Maria? Count me in.
I was thinking about the. And I'm so sorry. Couldn't sleep.
So
couldn't dream tonight.
Tonight I'll be the night that I die for you. Over again.
That's a CSV file. That's not. Why don't I have this as a JPEG saved? Do I really not? Oh my god. Oh, there it is. Okay. Bob, there you go.
Aha! Copy image. Oh. Sweet. Awesome. Yeah. This helps my colorblind ass significantly. Okay. Other questions? What made you start streaming? What was your inspiration behind it?
I think it was a lot of wanting to make just like content in general. Because like I was, I grew up in that era that we were talking about of YouTube, where it's PewDiePie and Markiplier and stuff like that, and being someone who was already kind of doing like creative stuff, like drawing and whatever, it was very much like, oh, this is a thing I can like do, and then I think it was around, gosh, I want to say 2019, 2020 maybe, I saw Corone, and like she was like a person who was like an actual person that was like using like a model as like to be like a face for a stream that's not like using face cam, and I was like, oh shit, you can just like do this. Because I think I saw Kazuna Ai before that, but I just assumed she was just like not a person doing that. Like she was.
Yeah, no, I think I was in the same boat as you for that then, because I think I saw Kazuna Ai and was just like, why are they making like AI streamers? That makes no sense to me. And I didn't realize there was a real person behind it.
Exactly.
So.
But yeah, I think at least at first it was never much of like wanting to like explicitly become a VTuber, but then I kind of got into the community a bit more, and I was like, oh yeah, this is just like a really cool group of people, generally speaking.
I mean, every community has bad eggs, right? Like,
yeah,
it's
exactly.
not like just a VTuber thing. There's people that are like really self-entitled everywhere. We've all experienced it. I
yeah.
feel. Other questions? What? Oh yeah. What made you design your model this way? Like, what was the thought process behind it?
So I, whenever I would and still do draw myself, it would always basically be like this. The hair, the goatee, the eyes, that sort of thing. And then the clothes and I guess kind of the wider like lore in a way was it was influence of just like kind of what I was into at the time. So for instance, like the coat is very much a thing of like JRPG villains and like kind of their more over the top fashion sense in that. My gosh, I didn't. Ugh, I hate that. And then the turtleneck is actually an Archer reference.
Oh my god, like the cartoon?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Because I think the bit of like the tactical turtleneck is just so fucking funny to me.
Tactical turtleneck. Yep.
I'm trying to think. The horns are the shape is from class of characters in Disgaea.
I don't think I know that one.
It's a. It's kind of like a more tactical based like JRPG than like a normal turn based one, but yeah, there's I think it's the succubus is the character that has this shape of horns, and then I don't know what made me decide to make them like crystal, but
Looks cool.
thank you, and then the actual like orbs and stuff are inspired by the Kirby Crackle from Marvel Comics.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty solid, dude.
Thank you.
I love it. Like I said, I've been itching to draw this for like a week now since we set everything up. Took me a while to figure out the pose though. I was really struggling at the start of this. I was like, yeah, that'll do. Sure, that's a pose. And then I changed it like halfway through. I don't think you noticed.
I didn't see nothing, you know?
Yeah, side eyes art engineering.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about like posing that like comes a bit like easier to me than like a lot of other things, but I think I'm able to like kind of picture in my head what I want to how I want things to like look. It's just actually doing them that's the issue for me.
Yeah, that's where studies come in, right? Like, I need to do a bit more studies for like poses and action stuff.
Yeah, because
I've just gotten too complacent with doing just like people being like, I want my character in standing pose, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I think when I saw your design, I instantly thought of Byleth from like Smash, not from Smash, but like. Especially that one, like, I wanted to do the, that one, like, frame from his, Final Smash where he's, like, holding the sword out, like, very, the way he does it. I don't know how to, but, but the only frames they had of that were not good. They were very much,
blurry or...
Yeah, they were either very blurry or, like, hold on, I'm gonna find like the one. It's very much not a focus of the actual like character, I guess. Because it's also like barely chest up.
That'll do it too.
Like I would basically just be drawing your sword.
Yeah. Which could have been cool, but I do love the pose you showed me before we started. I was like, whoa. That's so cool.
Yeah. You're also welcome to just like use my questions back at me if you're running out of things to think of.
Oh, fair play. All right. What are some of your like huge inspirations for like content creation and art stuff?
For art, I like to think that Kohei Horikoshi and Ichiro Oda are like the two big ones. It's I do think about this because I obviously I made the question, so I was prone to think about it, but I can't really like nail down or like pinpoint where my style kind of came from. Because like it's very much like a mixture of things.
Yeah, that's the best part about art styles, right?
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Like they're always a mixture. It's life experiences.
Yeah, I definitely think that Horikoshi is the artist that like I like the most. It's between him and another artist, which the other one she's a not safe for work artist, but
Oh.
I love her work. I love her work so much. Like we have become friends recently, and yeah,
Nice.
she's great. But yeah, I think kind of I guess the more mainstream like my favorite artist is definitely Horikoshi, because like I'm sure you've seen like the images of like his illustrations after he got finished with My Hero Academia.
Yeah, I remember seeing back in the day too. He did a drawing for Pokemon of Serena with like a really powerful team.
Yeah.
Well. Like an old image.
Yeah, I love all of his stuff. So it's like such like a good like use of like lines and everything.
Oh yeah, the line weight and all that.
Yeah. For content creation, I mean, like at this point, it very much is emulating like Hot Ones for like how I want to like kind of structure questions out and stuff. Unfortunately, because I work full time, I don't have the time to like dedicate to researching everybody as like as much as like Sean Evans does. But I think that's definitely one of my like in a few years' time goals is to be able to like commit time to doing the show where it's not just like I'm asking everyone the same questions all the time.
Yeah. So then, I guess one of your goals would be to actually have time to research people. Then, yeah?
Yes, absolutely.
Cool. So, in that case, what would be some ways for you to think maybe lean more into the pressure that Sean Evans has against his guests?
I think definitely like having the knowledge is like a good
Scare factor.
yeah. I definitely knew I wanted to do something kind of like Hot Ones, but instead of like getting answers out of people via like pressure and stuff like that, more of just like I guess in a way like like relaxing kind of an experience.
Like a coffee shop.
Yeah. I think as like a joke idea I had, I thought it would be funny to have like just like taking like interview guests to like a spa. This would be like as like a more of a professional production, but
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, something like where I'm just able to allow them to let their guards down in a way.
Yeah, where they can just like, so to speak, shoot the shit. Right?
Yeah. I also just like having these be a bit more akin to like just conversations. Hence why I have my guests ask me questions.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm digging it. I get to learn more about you as well.
Yeah.
So then you watch like a lot of like interview like content then, right?
Yeah, I think it is interesting to see a different perspective of people. Because I also like comedians in cars getting coffee.
Oh my god, yeah.
I think
That's a throwback.
that show is like so interesting in the way that like Seinfeld like interviews people. I guess not even like really interviews, just like how he like talks to like fellow comedians and stuff like that. It's very interesting to kind of like get that perspective on like stand-up comics and stuff like that.
Yeah, just like a more vulnerable approach to people.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you don't see a lot of people be like really into like wanting to produce their own interview content typically.
Yeah. As my as a fellow Sketchalog alumnus, Maki says like trying to get VTubers for interviews is a nightmare.
Really?
You were both lucky and pleasant to work with in that, like, you came to me for it. When I was like trying to find people to come onto the show as like, like having guests on and stuff like that, it was a nightmare.
Really?
Yeah, that like VTubers, while they are they're all very like pleasant and nice and everything like that, it's just that, man, they do not want to answer DMs ever.
Really? That is very interesting to hear.
It is bizarre. I don't understand it. I don't know why this is this way, but a lot of times, yeah, VTubers just won't.
That
Like,
drive me insane.
they either won't answer or they'll like forget.
I explode. Oh my god, I get so, pardon my language, anal about like punctuation and like scheduling and stuff like that. So that would drive me insane.
Yeah, don't try and interview VTubers. It's not
Noted.
for no other, not even like as like it's like a competition thing. It just like you'll go mad.
Reciprocate, yeah.
Yeah.
That's nuts. You'd think they'd love talking about themselves too.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I think that's why I get more yeses than nos, because that's I also have get artists on here a lot of the time, both like of all kinds for artists, but yeah, like
it's an art run show, right?
Yep.
The whole thing is drawing along.
So yeah, artists are more likely to answer, but they're also more likely to say no.
Interesting.
I think it's because of like they either feel nervous to like talk or like get on like camera and stuff like that, or honestly, a lot of the artists I follow, and like it's seemingly artists in general, are they don't speak English as a first language. So they also are self-conscious about that. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense then. If it's like I don't know if I'm comfortable being on camera because I don't speak English or something along those lines, that's a little more understandable. But I don't know.
Yeah.
The other ones, I'm like, come on, guys, what are you doing? Yeah, I remember trying to schedule the tournament stuff. I was like, please God, people respond. I'm gonna go insane. I need to know, because I did custom artwork for everyone that participated.
Yeah.
So I was like, you guys gotta reply to me now, please. So I do get that. All right, who are your Oshis? Since you asked me that one.
Yeah. It is okay. I have two like sets of them, in that I have a Corpo Oshi and a indie one. Mm-hmm. The corporate one is Fuamoko.
Oh, that's a good choice.
Yeah, sure. I love them so much.
They're so funny.
Yeah. I am incredibly upset that like these tariffs are happening before they announce the pre-orders for their Nendroids.
Oh no, really?
Yep. Thankfully, I have a cousin who is living in Japan for like her job, and I have spoken to her, and she has agreed to basically let me use her address until they start shipping back to America again, or just like tariffs become like less shitty.
Yeah. I'm glad that you have that sort of inner circle for that then.
Yeah, I'm very fortunate about that. Also, like, I don't have that much money right now, which I'm also not like stoked about them announcing this now, but
yeah,
I'm willing to take the hit for that.
Listen, when you got an Oshi.
Yeah, exactly. They wouldn't be my Oshi if I wasn't trying to support them as much as possible, you know?
Exactly. I tried to buy a thing for Galgalion, and then it was like, what's your Japanese address? And I was like, I don't have one, man!
Yeah. Japanese address? I don't know about that. What do you mean? I don't know what that's all about.
Yeah.
And then for my indie Oshi, it is it's a split between Sanagi Yuzu and Porcelain Maid.
Ooh, Porcelain is very fun to watch.
Yeah.
Very, very funny dude. Pretty chill from what I've seen too. Very like relaxed and laid back.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it. Yep. I'm trying to think. Funnily enough, though, they're not like I guess Yuzu and Joel are, but I don't think I would want to have Fuomoko on the show, specifically because I don't think our energies are like I don't think they would mix well. Because like they're like very like always on and like super like idol coded all the time, and I think I would have a very hard time trying to
keep up with that.
Yeah. Now Raura, on the other hand, I would.
Raura's also really cool.
Yeah, I would love to have her on the show because she does something similar to this with other Hilo Live members.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Obviously, it's more like I do something similar to what she does, but you know.
Nah, it's okay. Gotta break out of that. You do you, brother. You know?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Right,
Everything is based off something or another. So, trying to be like, oh well, this is based off this. It gets like, Ouroboros sort of eating its own tail at that one point.
Right.
So, I try not to look at things like, oh, this person's copying me. It's like, no, you're both just doing something similar. There's like 8 billion people on the planet. I don't think there's the odds of that happening, you know?
Yeah.
So, don't beat yourself up about content stuff. I feel like it's only going to be harmful in the long run, especially for like mental health.
Yeah.
I remember I did something similar to that, and then I was like, wait, I'm me. Who cares? If people want to watch me for me, then like, what does it matter, right?
Yeah, I'm not like super down on myself about that. It's just more that like she's been doing this longer than I have.
Oh, fair. But you know, still, I think my point stands.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you on that.
So let me also look. If you were to cosplay any character you wanted to, who would you cosplay as?
Any that I wanted to, because like, because there's two very distinct answers for this. Because as some might have seen in my VTuber versus IRL post that I made the other day, which apparently people did see, I was shocked by that. But I'm a big fella. And so, realistically, it's a bit difficult to think about cosplay and stuff like that, but I think if...
I don't think it's impossible, man. I've seen a lot of really, like, awesome plus-size cosplays.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, because I was going to say Katakuri from One Piece, but then I remembered that, like, he just wears a vest with no shirt underneath it, which is...
I mean, that'd be easy to do.
Yeah.
You know?
To quote Patrick from an episode of SpongeBob, this would be pretty shocking.
Fair.
Honestly, probably like... I think the one that I wouldn't mind doing the most would probably be Sanji from Water 7. I don't know if you watch One Piece. Yeah, with specifically the vest and the orange shirt, which is objectively his best outfit, I think.
Yeah, that did go hard. I don't know. I think orange is just his color, because I remember they did the blue one, and I was like, it's kind of like okay. It feels very default vanilla, but the orange one was like a really nice pop.
Agreed. But I think if I didn't have to worry about, like, you know, sweating to death, probably like Kizaru's outfit. Yeah.
So you're like super into anime then, right?
Not so. Here's the thing about that. Not exactly. with anime, it is very much like an all or nothing kind of situation in that I watch the big ones and I've seen all of like them all the way through, but I do not care about like new stuff at all.
Really? So you haven't seen like To Be Hero X then?
Nope.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
I haven't even seen Demon Slayer. Like,
Really?
yep.
Oh my god. Yeah, you haven't seen any of the new stuff. Would you mind if I give you some like recommendations that are like really like more focused on like world building and like actual story?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
So for sure, I would say if you haven't seen it, Free Run is probably one of my favorite shows of all time. I've cried at least like 8 times watching that show.
Mm-hmm.
It focuses on like interpersonal and human relations with each other, and like what it means to experience grief, as well as what you should be doing with your time with people. You know, like really, truly understanding one another.
Mm.
So it's really, really nice, like interpersonal human retrospective. Dungeon Meshi is really good if you like Dungeons and Dragons because it has like a lot of really cool and unique spins on stuff.
Yeah, my buddy of mine has recommended it to me, and I don't know I don't know why I didn't get around to it because like I think I was kind of burnt out of like anime at the time.
I mean, that's fair. Getting into like watching it a lot, like this is the most anime I've watched I think in a decade. If that makes you feel any better. Like there's a lot of really good stuff coming out all of a sudden.
Because I do like when anime does delve into like more like kind of medieval or European settings. When they don't fucking fumble the plot super hard. I'm speaking specifically about Ranking of Kings because I loved that show up until right at the very end when they fucking just fumbled the bag so like ludicrously bad.
Really? I had never finished it. I only saw like the first couple episodes.
Yeah, they do the thing where a lot of animes do, where they redeem the villain, but they don't put in any of the effort to do it. Because, like, the main villain is, like, the most irredeemable piece of shit up until right at the very end where they're just like, oh, okay, this is just fine now.
They're just a silly little guy.
Yeah. Like, if you do go through the show, which I do, like, still recommend you do, it's just that the last, like, episode is just bad. It's bad. I don't like it.
That's fair. Well, they don't do that in Dungeon Meshi or Free Run, so you don't have to worry about that.
That's good.
It's basically all entirely world building and like some like very niche plot development stuff. I recommend To Be Hero X, because it's just so unique in terms of like anime and stuff like that. Because I haven't seen anything like it. Obviously, it pulls from a lot of tropes that like My Hero set up, where it's like, oh yeah, superhero culture, blah blah blah, right? Like this, like heroes doing advertisements and stuff like that.
Yep.
But I think it's less of a criticism of superhero culture as it is content creator culture, using superheroes as a sort of guise for it.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting to view it through that lens as someone that does content creation, because it opens up like a whole lot of different analogies that you see.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really interesting to see that. So I highly recommend. The first 4 episodes are definitely like where you would like determine whether or not you want to keep watching.
Yep, I always do the 3-episode rule.
This one's you're gonna need to extend it to 4.
Okay.
Episode 4 is like one of the most pinnacle.
Yeah, I you're not gonna like what I have to say next because it's probably like my most like I guess hottest take. It's not really a take. It's more just like my opinion that isn't
as widely accepted.
Yes. I couldn't get into both Full Metal Alchemist and Gurren Lagann.
Okay.
I don't know what it was. I just couldn't do it. I tried on several occasions and I just couldn't.
I will not hold it against you. Gurren Lagann is my favorite show of all time.
It's just I don't know what it was. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, it could have been the characters. It could have been, it could be anything. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna hold it against you.
Also, I like knew that like the whole Kamina thing as well, like beforehand, and
well,
that kind of takes the wind out of the sails a bit.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to be as vague as possible with the news. Like, I don't want to spoil anything. Like, you got to go in not knowing. Like you said, you don't know anything about like these shows for the most part. So I don't want to be like, oh yeah, you gotta watch it because this thing happens, and then it's like, well, you've ruined the hook because they already know the hook now.
Yeah, which is weird because I knew the entire pre-time skip plot of One Piece before I started watching it. Mm-hmm. But it's still like my favorite show.
Yeah.
It's very.
I watched One Piece a lot when I was in like high school, and then I think I just got sick of how Koei Animation.
Toei,
sorry, was handling it. Because they reused, like, there was one episode specifically that like I actually like almost crashed out over, and I think it was it was a recent one where I went to see if like it had changed at all. It was the Cake Island arc or something.
Yeah.
Like they were marching to get to Luffy or something, and it took literally like 5 minutes of it cutting back and forth between Sanji and Luffy, and like the guards marching to him.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're
talking about.
Actually,
5 minutes of them doing that, and they used the same 3 sound effects for people walking for the guards. And it was just so grating on the ears. I was like, holy shit. You are one of the most profitable franchises in the world. What are you doing?
In their defense, I think almost immediately after that they do better with it. But I do not. Yeah, I don't blame you at all for. No. The Toei is going to continue producing it as it follows the manga, but they're also another studio is going to start from the beginning with like a bit more of a focus on how like modern anime does things.
Oh, sorry, I was under the impression that Toei had like sold the animation rights or something.
No,
I don't know why.
it's more like a brotherhood situation with with it. But they're also still it would also be like if they're still producing.
Well, I would imagine that they're not going to just stop where they're at and go, okay, we're going from the beginning again.
Yeah, no. They make way too much money for that.
Not going over very well with everyone.
Yeah. Also, conveniently, at the time where you said you stopped watching the anime is when they stopped producing Dragon Ball Super.
So they actually had time to work on One Piece then?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense then. But like, oh my god, I think I stopped watching like in high school when it was like around the Dressrosa arc.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Because I'm pretty sure if I had to guess, I would say we're probably the same age.
Probably.
I turned 27 yesterday.
Yeah, I'm like a year older than you.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, I again, like I said, I used to watch a lot of One Piece, and then I stopped, and then I've just kind of like observed it from like a distance.
It's kind of funny that we you stopped and I started at around the same time because
that is crazy. I started like in grade 9, I think, 9th grade or whatever you call it in America.
Yeah. Year
9. Another show I loved to death but stopped watching was Fairy Tail. I don't know if you know that one at all.
I do. I'm not. It's not my my cup of tea.
Oh yeah, I got over it relatively quick. I was much more into One Piece longer than Fairy Tail ever was. I think I was into Fairy Tail for only like 2 years.
That kind of sounds similar to my experience with Black Clover.
I never watched Black Clover.
It's a strange show because like the pacing is so fucking weird in that show, dude. Like,
yeah,
you'll be kind of like going through this like kind of innocuous like nothing arc, and then all of a sudden every single main villain in the series is at this one location at the same time, and it's like, oh my god, what's happening? Why are we doing major plot like revelations right now?
Yeah, that is insane. I just remember seeing the main character's design and just being like, this looks like a new, like, copyright distinct version of Naruto. I'm okay.
Yeah. He's definitely not the reason that one would watch the show.
Oh, good. So he's not very main character worthy then, eh?
Yeah, no. Much like with, I guess, at this point, a lot of modern anime, the main character is not the most, like, not the best character.
Well, luckily the shows I recommended to you, I would say that the draw is definitely from the characters. So that's good then, at least.
Yeah. I do like the side characters and all, like, My Hero and Black Clover and stuff like that, but...
If you were to sort of like write a show or an anime, what would you think you would try and do for that?
I think, what would I want to do for that? I think I would...
At least what genre, right? Just to make it a little bit more broad if you don't have, like, the whole thing planned out.
I mean, obviously I'm a shonen head because that's just where I'm at. But maybe even like seinen, honestly, because I feel like the tag of seinen is like very much you kind of think of it and you think like, oh, Berserk or like Baki, and it's all just like, you know, murder and like killing each other all the time. But yeah, no, I think I definitely want something that has a lot of like. It'd probably just be a lot, like, pretty similar to One Piece in that something with like family and like connections and stuff like that.
Yeah, a lot more emotional hits to it.
Yeah. I think one of probably the strangest phenomenon I noticed, not even just like in anime, but like in media in general, is like kind of this almost like lack of like physical contact with like the characters. I don't know. It's very strange. I've kind of noticed this recently.
Like touch or
no, like literally, like I think in the most recent example I can think of is in Marvel's Thunderbolts movie, when there definitely should have been. There's a scene at some point. I don't know if you've seen the movie before.
I unfortunately did not. I haven't seen a lot of the newer Marvel movies.
So
Not
they're
from, like, lack of care, just like time.
Yeah, I get that. There is a point when there's like a pretty emotional scene between two of the characters, and just like for like I was totally expecting them to like hug at some point during that, but they just don't. They kind of just like stand apart from each other and just like have this moment. But I'm like, yeah, it's like a crying thing, but they just don't. I don't know. There's like a lack of like physical contact or like wanting to have that kind of
Yeah, that is
like thing happen.
strange.
I don't understand it, but
Yeah.
yeah, just something that where like the like emotions and kind of like thoughts about the characters are more important.
Yeah, I'm actually really glad to hear that because I feel like you're right. That needs to be a lot more explored in modern media, or at the very least, like not so much explored, but like shone light on.
Yeah, I think it might be a cultural thing too with Japan. So I don't begrudge them for the most part with it, but
Yeah,
it's
still
hard.
be more like interesting, or not even interesting, but like more emotionally impactful to actually have people embracing each other.
Yeah, something like different, but also something that's like so kind of human.
Trust me, I'm all about that. As someone that's very anti-AI and stuff like that, I definitely get that. You know, wanting more of like a human touch to things,
Yeah.
especially with As of Late. We right? Yeah, I think I'm almost done drawing you here. I'm just adding some like finishing touches. How are you feeling?
Okay. I haven't I'm still working on coloring and I haven't gotten any shading done, but
It's okay. It's okay. I whip shit out very quickly.
I
Unfortunately,
I usually think I do, but I guess I've been a bit more.
Well, you've been focused on the question stuff, so.
Yeah.
And like I said, no shame in that.
I've also like scaled down how much I like do for these. Because like I can show you an example like later, but I was like would put in like what's the right term? Like a pretty like fair amount of effort into these, where like I would have like like the nice anti-aliasing brushes, and it would be like a big piece and all that sort of thing, and I've kind of like scaled that down a bit, where I just want to like be able to get a product out to somebody before the interview's over.
Which makes sense, especially with it not like being super long, right? So.
Yeah. I also been thinking I just need to add more questions to the lineup.
That's okay. I'm having a good time just chatting too, and like really getting to like pick your brain creatively about like what your inspirations and stuff are.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Were you a big JoJo person at all?
I think kind of. I have a very what I would think is a pretty basic opinion on JoJo's, but apparently it's not that much. For the just like the pure like story of it, I like part 3 and part 4 the most.
Yeah, part 4 is my favorite.
Yeah, mine too. But I think the anime for part 2 is also really good. I do not condone skipping the part 2 anime if you're just gonna watch the anime, because I think everything they did for it is really good. Like the soundtrack is all really good. It's got like a weird. It's almost got like a
JoJo's music's always been really good.
Yeah, like it's got like a dubstep thing going on for some of it, which is like really weird for like the one set in like the 40s, but like it kind of works because like Joseph is such like a weird character.
It doesn't feel really out of place because it just feels like it's him.
Yeah, exactly.
Emotionally doing it.
I don't know if you've seen Codename Kids Next Door.
Oh my god, yeah, like way back in the day.
I don't know if you know this. The voice actor for number 1 is Joseph's dub voice.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah. And he fucking plays it so well too.
Yeah, no kidding. I didn't even know it was him. Oh my god.
Yeah. I also just think that they made fucking Caesar's voice actor do the funny Italian accent, and I love that.
If I had to do a voice like that and then play it off completely seriously,
yeah,
oof, that would be so rough.
My grandfather would still be alive if it wasn't for your grandfather.
Yeah.
It's a me, Caesar.
Oh my god.
And I think like the part 2 dub is like one of the few dubs that I actually really like.
Yeah.
Just because they go that extra mile with it.
I think dubs have been getting so much better. Like I watched, for example, To Be Hero X all in dub because the voice acting is just so good. Like they do such a good job with it.
I will say, the dubs after part 2 are not good. I don't like them. Because like they get Matt Mercer to play Jotaro, and like that doesn't. I don't know. It just doesn't work for me.
I feel like part of that was the fact he got casted for Cassidy in Overwatch.
Maybe, but also like it's
just the inspiration for Jotaro was Clint Eastwood.
Yeah. But, like, it just feels like it's Matt Mercer just, like, talking as Jotaro.
Yeah, I'm going to chalk that up to probably the direction more than the voice actor.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Because, like... Yeah, Jotaro is such a funny character to me, dude. Like... He's, like, he tries to play it off like this, like, super tough guy act, but he's, like... it's like he knows something's wrong with
it. My mommy.
Yeah, he's like he knows something's wrong because he didn't get a goodbye kiss from his mommy. Like fucking. His examples of him being a bad person are like, sometimes I dine and dash, and also I have punched my asshole teachers sometimes.
My teachers that were, like, assaulting students.
Yeah.
Like, okay, buddy.
Yeah, cool,
Also,
alright.
you're, like, 17. Like, I've heard 17-year-olds doing worse.
Yeah. Nobody ever said Jotaro Kujo was a nice guy.
It quite literally is just him putting on, like, a tough guy facade. It's
really
funny.
But yeah, he's definitely like he's my favorite character, but I do think that Josuke is a better protagonist than he is.
Oh, for sure. Josuke has a lot more heart behind him because he doesn't hide his emotions.
Yeah. I think Jotaro excels specifically in the areas of being like that, the character that he is in Part 4.
I think he does pretty good at being a mentor as well in Part 4.
Yeah. Like, he's like fucking... Oh man, I especially love the part where he like meets Kira for the first time, where he messes up his one-liner, so he says it again but differently.
Yeah, he's such a loser. I love him. Because I would do the same shit, man.
Yeah.
I would just do that too. I ain't even blaming him.
Yeah, no. He's like, Josuke, say a cool line now.
Josuke, you do it. I'm bleeding out.
Talk shit to him real quick.
God, it is such a fun show.
Yeah, I will. This is my one controversial opinion on JoJo. I don't like Part 5.
Part 5 was okay. I don't think it's the best part that everyone's making it out to be.
Yeah, no, I do not care for Part 5. I think, first of all, Koichi should have gone with Giorno, but nobody wants to have that discussion, I guess. Or at the very least, have Josuke be the one who like goes to Italy to like talk and speak to Giorno.
Yeah.
Like, I get why they, like, in fiction, why they didn't send him, because, like, an Italian guy would have called his hair, like, a piece of shit, and he would have, like, just, like, killed everybody, but...
Giorno would have called him a piece of shit.
Yeah. But for the sake of the story, I don't know, I feel like just continue the trend of having, like, the old JoJo's, like, go and, kind of mentor the new ones.
Yeah. At least even just for, like, a little bit.
Yeah.
I get you. What else can I ask you? Oh yeah, what are some like collabs you would want to see? Not even like just as a viewer, but like maybe even have on the show. I know you said like Joel and Yuzu, but anyone else?
I would love to have Milky Ways on the show.
I think I've heard that name before, but I don't know who it is.
She is like a kind of like a Galaxy like cow VTuber.
I think I've seen them around, yeah.
Yeah, she's great. I actually was at a meet and greet of hers at Anime NYC a couple months ago.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she was lovely. But yeah, her definitely. I think kind of the rest of like Yuzu's clique of like Numi and Bao and those that crew would all be great to have on the show. I think while I wouldn't mind having like Fillion on, I feel like she wouldn't just like take the interview seriously at all.
Yeah, I think that's kind of like her whole shtick is to just not take stuff seriously.
Yeah, which you know.
Yeah.
Do you know that her DMs on Twitter are just like open?
Interesting decision.
Yeah, I figured that out because I was like looking through all the VTubers that I followed, and I saw it was just like, because I would see a bunch of them where it's like, oh, you need to be verified to message this person, and I went to like Fillion's. I'm like, there's no way I'm just gonna be able to, and then yeah, just open.
There you go.
Same thing with Bows.
Also very interesting for Bao to have hers open.
Yeah. Who else? I wouldn't mind having Cottontail on.
Yeah. She seemed really cool too. Canadian also, I believe.
Yep.
So hey, represent.
Do you know that she was born in like 2001?
What the fuck? No.
Yeah,
Really?
I am being dead serious. It's either like around that time or it like after 2000.
Really?
That fucked me up. I was like,
she said that, or?
She said that.
Huh.
And I was like, fuck, I can't believe I'm older than Cottontail. I can't.
That is very weird. I did not take that as a. I guess that makes sense though. She's done collabs with Ray Narvaez Jr. where she's like, "Yeah, I watched you in high school," and I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. But who else? Who else would I want? Maybe like Chibidoki would I think would be kind of fun.
Oh, that would be. Speaking of chaotic, oh my god. I feel like that would be very hard to keep up with, even for me. That'd be a lot. So, I wish you the best of luck with that one.
Yeah. Camilla would be also good to have on.
That's the clown girl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's really cool.
Yeah, she seems really nice. I don't know who, like, I'm trying to think of, like, Hololive members now. I mean, obviously any of them would be, like world-endingly crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of anyone specific. I guess I'm not gonna put that out there of anyone specific that I want on the show. Just all of them.
Just all of them. That's fair. Honestly, that's fair.
Not speaking of Hololive, but Nimi Nightmare would be cool.
Yes. Yeah. The new kid on the block kind of took over the scene.
Yeah, I know. This one's definitely not a not no joke. She's not affiliated with that, but there's this one that I've seen a lot recently. Lulu Lasso.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah. The only reason I was reminded of her is just because she sounds almost exactly like Nimi does. It's very strange.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Maybe not exactly, but like they sound very similar.
Some voice sound-alikes, no?
Yeah.
There was even some in Hololive, wasn't there?
Maybe. I know Bibu can like do a pretty good Ina impression.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah.
I remember in Niji Sanji, there was Fulgur and Kyo sounded scarily alike when Kyo did like a British accent. I remember that being a thing that like freaked people out. Ooh, okay.
I think Mitara would also be cool to have on the show.
Oh hell yeah! Mitara's really cool.
Yeah.
Another Canadian represent.
And you guys are doing pretty good numbers in the
I know,
the VTuber
it was
scene.
real, like, as someone that was like is used to like the industry being like an industry being dominated by like American people, seeing how many Canadians were not only just Canadians but like popular VTubers were Canadians, I was like, god damn. It's like the animation industry. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So many cartoons were Canadian, and then the Americans go, nope, this is an American class, and I'm like, you don't get that.
I mean, there's also a lot of like regular actors are also Canadian too.
True. Like
Jim
Ryan
Carrey.
Reynolds. Yeah, I actually know someone related to Jim Carrey.
Oh shit, that's pretty crazy.
We're not close, but I know him.
Another Canadian, Kuago. She's not. This is gonna sound mean, but she's not like super big, but I love her to death. She's great. Hold up, I can't. She's actually making a model for me.
Oh, cool. cool.
It is a model for my not safe for work persona, but but yeah, it's coming out very, very nice so far, and all of her art is great, and I love it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I love the expressions. That's really cool.
Yeah, I didn't go like as crazy with my expressions on this model as I probably should have gone. So I'm taking full advantage of that for next time.
Totally understandable. I made my first model, and it was very rough, to say the least. So when I commissioned my second one, I made sure to find someone that I thought would do the art style justice, and it also came with some extra little tidbits. So that's really cool too.
Yeah. Speaking of Kua, she's actually in 2 weeks, the 15th, where she's walking me through Live 2D a little bit.
Oh, nice.
So I'm still
just like solidifying like settings and stuff like that.
Yeah, like we're she made like a scuff model for me, and we're she's gonna teach me how to like do rigging and stuff.
Oh, cool! That's awesome, actually.
Yeah, I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, that sounds like it'll be a lot of fun too.
Yeah. The idea kind of plays into my lore a little bit in that I'm a tutorial boss that unfortunately overpowered his very stupid protagonist.
Oh.
And
I love that concept, actually.
yeah. And I was supposed to be after I was supposed to be beaten, I was supposed to be like kind of the like the encyclopedia person, like the Tattlelog from Paper Mario. But unfortunately, now that I don't have a protagonist anymore, I need to look for one. Hence, what this show is for, and I'm putting all of the
that makes sense.
all of the fine folks that I meet into my the logbook.
That's a really neat concept, actually. That's really fun.
Yeah, I was very. At first, it was like my concept was that I was one of those like fake out bosses, kind of like Magus and Chrono Trigger, where I would like join the hero's party eventually because I like that concept in JRPGs.
Like villain become ally sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And have you played Dragon Quest XI at all?
I have not. I've actually not played a lot of JRPGs. I think the only one I've really played is Pokemon, actually.
I definitely recommend Dragon Quest XI, so I won't tell you the character I'm thinking of for that, but yeah, there's one in that I really like. There's a few that, but like that sort of overpowered like bad guy that like joins your team like towards the end of the game.
Yeah. I mean, that's like a trope, right? For
Yeah.
JRPGs. Yeah. So I remember the game Look Outside has a game within a game, which is essentially just a JRPG that you can play on the side, and it has that as like a trope within it.
Yeah.
And I was like, is that just a thing that happens? So, if you want a spooky game for this month, I recommend Look Outside. It's very good.
But yeah, I think I started off like that, and then I think I had the idea of like, oh, what if I was like a tutorial boss, so I could like do these kind of concepts that are a bit more what's the term for? Like I can kind of do like learn along stuff where I learn skills from people. And then that kind of branched off into also being like, what if the reason I'm drawing people is because they're part of the enemy encyclopedia of the thing that I'm doing. I don't know.
You're trying to find like the next Mario from all of the Koopas.
Yeah, basically.
That's a really fun concept.
Here's an artist question that I'm kind of thinking about adding to the lineup. What is it like?
Right.
What do you like listening to when you're working? Like, what's your
Oh
kind of
wow.
media of choice?
I what I like to work with off stream is basically just whatever song I've been obsessed with as of late.
Oh,
I
just
do
one
that
song.
thing where yeah, I do that thing where if I get obsessed with a song, I'll listen to it on repeat until I no longer want to listen to it anymore. But if I want to do just like a playlist or something, I typically have like a lot of like metal music on it. I love metal music; it's very good. What else? When I'm on stream, I commissioned a song actually, so I have that play, just like a little instrumental thing.
Yeah, I also have one of those for the beginning of stream.
Yeah, exactly. And then sometimes if I have like a collab going, I'll put on like Riot Games has a creator safe playlist that they have of all like the champion themes and all that stuff. So I'll put that on.
Interesting,
And
interesting.
it's pretty chill most of the time. I don't typically put music on too loud though, because if I'm talking, I want to be able to have people hear me.
Yeah, fair.
How about you? What do you typically listen to? If not even on stream, but just like in general.
This is like this playlist that I have here is pretty typical of what my like normal listening playlist is like. I'm trying to think. I also have like other like stuff that has like words in it and like copyrighted music and stuff that I can't play on stream. But
Twitch.
I mean, I kind of understand it, but
I understand it, but also at the same time, they crack down so hard that it makes it unreasonable.
yeah, it is very infuriating. What is this brush all about? I'm like testing out new brushes and stuff for.
Hell yeah, I love doing that shit. I download brushes like once a week on Cool Studio.
Yeah, I follow like a couple accounts on Twitter that like post about free brushes every once in a while.
Oh fuck, that's awesome. I love free brushes. I love free things.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll probably send you some like music recommendations and stuff after if you'd like.
Yeah, appreciate it. Most of the stuff that people have sent has gone into the playlist at. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. What have people been sending?
Let's see here. Right now it is just Legend of the Dragoon OST, Sonic, Lo-Fi. I think this is a playlist that Panda sent in. Yeah.
My eyes, my special eyes. Hell yeah, Pokemon music. Let's fucking go.
Yeah. I don't even know if this looks like gold. It kind of just like makes speckles and stuff. Hold up, this doesn't.
Shiny.
Strange.
That's all art is. Very strange.
I'm fine with that.
People, some of the other questions people have been asking and stuff are. Hold on. Question suggestions. Ooh, have you ever thought about doing like voice work too?
I've definitely thought about it. I will say I'm not super confident in my voice, just like in general. I don't think I have. It's like bad per se, but it's.
It's just not quite what you wanted it to be.
Yeah, it's very much like I don't know. I don't really know how many like roles I could realistically fulfill. If that makes any sense.
That's what casting's for, right? You just gotta kind of go in there and find out.
Yeah.
I say go for it. You know, jump it. Strangle that voice director and get that job. Maybe not that verbatim, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because I'm one of the people that are like, I think genuinely, as long as you like have the want to do something, you should at least try to do it, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, that's kind of just what I've taken away from the whole like, I wish I started sooner for like streaming and stuff. Is that like if you don't do it now, you're gonna regret not doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
So that goes for you too, Chad.
Oh shit! I realized it. I didn't have my tablet, my little tablet asset this whole time.
Oh darn.
Ah well, because I have a
Cute, though.
yeah, it's like a little thing that like tracks your mouse for you know, when you're doing like.
Yeah, I've seen people that have stuff like that.
Because I recently got one that shows like a little like hand and arm on the screen as well.
Oh, hell yeah.
But I also have a tablet that kind of like it shows like a hand on like the tablet that makes it look like I'm drawing on there too. But I didn't do it this time.
It's all good.
Yeah. Okay.
Righty. Just getting some quick fixes in here. What do you normally do, like, when it comes to, like, prepping for streams, or, like, is there anyone, like, specifically you're looking for to do the interviews, or anything like that? Or just kinda, like...
Right now I'm taking who I can get. I think, and honestly, it'll probably just be, like, anybody who wants to come on the show. Like, even, like, when it gets big, I'll probably just... if it gets big, I'll probably still just be, like, in that... like, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, pretty open-minded.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there anyone, like, professions, like, that you'd like to see?
I definitely... let's see here. So I've had on voice actors, I've had on artists, and VTubers. I think, I mean, like, I'm willing to kind of like have anyone on who like creates content. Yeah, I don't think I would like. I think there's nothing like I'm specifically looking for, I guess, is the best way to put that.
You'd be hoping for, like, in terms of like just some like cool stuff to see from people.
I mean, this is gonna be kind of strange, but I would be very interested to speak to adult actresses and actors. I think
Just
that
to, like, sort of like pick their brain.
Yeah, I think that kind of like content machine in a way is interesting to look at from like an outside perspective. Because like, I mean, it's so it's like something that isn't very like talked about very much, and also is very like
Would just sort of just like talk about it in normal.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think like being able to
Give them a place to actually speak.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's cool. Say, yeah, because it's like people who are VTubers will just be like, "Oh yeah, I'm a NASA engineer," and you're just kind of like, "Fucking what?"
I mean, like, yeah, you know, fucking furries like basically like run the country.
suspiciously wealthy furries.
It's like, yeah, I control all of the servers in North America. What?
Like, huh?
Yeah. So like when you draw my Bear OC getting inflated, make sure that his belly button sticks out.
What the?
Huh?
Who said that?
All right. Time.
No, it is so strange how like so many people in like extremely like wealthy positions just like have these like super niche creative hobbies that they're just like, oh yeah, by the way, and I'm just like, because I remember even in high school, my sociology, not sociology, it's social teacher was just like, yeah, my buddy encountered a doctor who's a rat furry the other day, and then they had to explain to us what a furry was in class. I was just sitting there like horrified by like, this is my class. This is what I have to learn about in this class.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with furries, but it was just sort of like so jarring, you know?
Exactly. But yeah, I don't think anything like specific would be like would be of a special interest to me. Um. I think
Just, like, I was wondering if there's like any cool profession you'd be hoping to like see someone just be like, oh yeah, I do this.
I think maybe more like game dev stuff would be kind of cool, but
Yeah.
yeah, I know who was it? It wasn't. I don't remember exactly who it was. Maybe it wasn't even anyone that like I like had on the show, but someone in this server said they were like they do like game dev stuff sometimes, and I was like, ooh,
That is really cool.
yeah.
It's cool. I like. There's so many cool professions out there, man. There's so many people that do just such funny and cool stuff.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to see like the wide variety that like end up popping into the VTubers scene.
Exactly.
Because I imagine like that's what you said you were like mainly looking for in terms of like guests is like VTubers / content creators in general.
Yeah.
So I'm just enjoying the Mario music right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is this working? I'm gonna figure out if this like lighting thing is working right now. Hold on. I think it's a bit much. Yeah, it's a lot actually for me. Okay. I'm just gonna work on doing a quick little background then.
Ooh.
Doing good?
Yeah, I just cracking my knuckles.
Dude, oh my god. My mic is really sensitive, so like you'll probably hear like my chair squeak every once in a while, but you will absolutely hear me crack my fucking knuckles and stuff like that.
Yeah, I do that shit all the time. You ever like crack your thumbs?
Yeah, I crack all of my fingers individually. Like a psychopath.
I do like I like press them together, kind of like I'm praying, and then I like push them in, and then I do the thumbs after
I've
that.
done that before, yeah.
Yeah.
I think my favorite is I like just press it against my hand, like I put my hand against my jaw and then crack all the bones individually one at a time.
Ooh,
It has led to some very interesting comments of people just being like, "Did you just break your fucking neck?"
Yeah. Yeah, I know a buddy of mine, he'll like stretch his back and it'll just sound like he fucking like torched his spine.
Full accordion, yeah. Oh. That's... Green is so hard for me to work with, as like, because it's what I'm colorblind with. Like I lack green cones, so I'm trying to like get this to work right. So I'm sorry if the green isn't quite right.
Ah, don't worry about it.
Haha, I will.
Yeah, I know.
It's just, you know, it's one of those things. So are you gonna just do streams for the interview stuff, or are you gonna do like game streams as well? Or is that like a separate sort of dealio?
I mean, I might do stuff for games. I think I would, like, obviously I do, like, I've done, like, collabs and, like, Peak and stuff like that. Let me think. I know I want to play through Metal Gear Solid 3 with my buddy Squiddy, at some point. But I'm trying to think of what else. Maybe like other Dragon Quest games, because we did play through 11 on stream, and that was really fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we had a. It's a shame that it is kind of a shame we did it when we did it, because there's a bit in that that playthrough that I really like that. I don't think I'm ever going to have like a justification to do again without it being forced, and that is we did the Hello Princess voice for the main character, and the character is referred to as the Luminary. So for that whole time we were just like, hello there, I am the Luminary. Here to save the world from the evil Mordegon.
Oh my god, yeah. That is very... I can also just see that getting very tiring to do after a while.
Honestly, it's not as bad as you think it is.
Oh yeah?
At least for me it isn't. One of the... a lot of the characters actually have like R's or like L's in their name, so... That was very good. So it's like, excuse me, Mr. Hendwick. Could you please show me where to find my sword? I think I have a video of like, of at least some of the better moments in it. On my, let me see if I can find it.
That feels like, is that a parody of the dude that goes, yeah, what we do, we hitting the gritty right now.
Yeah, like it's basically that. I wasn't like I don't know what it was that made me like go to that, but it was just like the hello princess.
Gosh, yeah.
But yeah, that was. Oh, over 4 months ago. Jesus.
God, time flies, right?
I know.
It feels like July was like a year ago.
Yeah. What else? I have all of the Final Fantasy games before 7.
Oh yeah.
So like I was thinking about playing through those. The only thing is that I'm already whatchamacallit, I'm already like scheduling these interviews for like every time I'm like free during the day.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, when do I really have the time to play through like Final Fantasy on stream?
Yeah,
let alone all 6 of them.
Like that time management is such a pain. There's so much stuff you want to do and such little time.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like my October's already like basically fully booked out, and I'm just sitting here like, shit, what am I gonna do? You know?
Yeah.
Like, I want to do more stuff. Oof. I think mine's done.
All right. I also. I think I'm willing to call it here.
All right, sweet. Good timing, man. Let me save this as a PNG for you. I'll send that your way.
Yeah. You only have one person in chat, so I don't know if anyone I'm following, like I know is stream.
I think it's always still worth rating out. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it still puts your name, you know, right, and you get interaction with another streamer.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess. Emmy's streaming right now. She's playing Outlast. All right. I'll toss you over to her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this was very fun. This was very enjoyable.
Yeah, I'm really happy to have met you and actually gotten to know you really well over the past like 2 hours.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll try to like. Obviously, you don't have to like stay in the server if you don't want to, but I'm gonna try and like
I'll chill.
organize some stuff like similar to yesterday, where like you just play like Marvel or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Right.
I see you more around, and my DMs are always open, dude. Like,
Absolutely.
just,
Yeah.
Like, pitch an idea or like hang out.
Yeah. Definitely. But yeah, this was all good, and I'll send the raid over to the thing.
Oh yeah, dude. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
But I suck. Oh, I don't suck that bad.
Big stretch.
I don't suck that bad. Oh my god.
I almost dropped a glass on the floor.
Oh no.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were talking about
That would have been bad. Oh my god.
Yeah, for real.
I think I hit my coffee cup like twice at the end. All right. I gotta go check in with some family stuff, so I gotta pop out. But it was really good meeting you.